pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll second.
So Adma was supposed to be here, but his wife is not feeling well, so he's not.
Oh.
So Brett said that the loops or the heating system is working better. But he has whatever he found, and he will be turning it into us.
His assessment, heating assessment he was working on.
The heating assistant, yes. The assessment and findings. Reported to us.
Anybody else, anything from their visitors?
You didn't contact Rich?
No, I didn't. I didn't forget. Just did get it done. I don't have his cell number. I have to call him in the office, and I know what that number is.
Okay.
I'll try to get it done tomorrow. Remember to do it.
Okay.
Okay, this next down here is a plow in Springfield.
Well, I did get a thing from the state police fine with $935.06 direct deposit today.
How much?
$935.06 on a speeding ticket. So yes, if we want to go ahead, we don't have to, they don't have to advertise that they have it for sale, because it was assumed that they did through a bidding process or whatever, and municipalities can buy from other municipalities, according to Katie at PSAT. So if that's what Brett wants, or if it's what Cam wants,
Better plow. I say
Not so heavy. It's a little bit narrower too.
get it on and then advertise the other one.
okay. You want to put a reserve on the Monroe?
Yeah,
So reserve.
5 or 6, somewhere in there.
5 or 6.
Have a new one.
Do you want to make a motion for the?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it to buy the plow. And they said they would bring it over, so I'll call Mike Weed. He's the supervisor over there, and tell him. I just have to have him get ahold of you when he's coming so he can write the check.
Do you just want me to drop a check off tomorrow?
Could, I guess.
So we want to do it for municipal reserve of, you want 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Start, so we have it for January 6th.
Mm-hmm.
The requirements. Okay. So it'll be in the Twanda paper. I sent a thing for the organization meeting. It kicked back. I sent it to you and, well, I sent it to you and Joe, and then it kicked back and I tried Joe again, so hopefully it went through.
Okay,
Um,
check for this week's paper?
Yes, because you guys shut down for the week between Christmas and New Year's,
Yeah,
right?
19th is the last paper, he
Okay.
said, for this year.
So, do you want to double check to make sure
Yeah,
that it went through?
Did you send it later this afternoon?
I sent it at like 5:30, 6
Oh, okay,
o'clock
I
or
wasn't up there
something.
then. Okay, but
So,
I'll check.
yeah, probably, so you're not gonna get it, so it goes in next week's paper, for the organization meeting, for January 6th at 8 o'clock.
Okay, you don't want it in this week?
Can you do it for this week?
Yeah, as long as he has it by 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, if you can
I
put it
think
in
it's
this
4
week.
o'clock, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, as long as it's there, he'll put it in this
No,
week.
this was January 1st meeting.
Yeah, if you can do it for this week, then
Yeah.
that'd be fine, great.
Okay,
Just let me know. If you
yeah, I'll send you an email back.
Beautiful. And if you don't get it, then let me know. and
Oh,
then
yeah,
we
I
can do it
don't
for
have
next week.
anything, yeah.
He doesn't like, I ask for confirmation. I don't get it. But, yeah. Okay, yeah, so requirements, from this bid, put it, reserved for 6,000 and, I'm assuming the check just to Springfield Township.
Yeah.
It would be coming on impact,
Okay.
okay?
Yep.
Because we might have to borrow from impact to replace because it's getting
I see that.
kind of low. Which is, well, for Brett's, what he told me before he left. He ordered 12 road signs for the posts. I think they were $72 a piece. The breakaway posts and then the crossbars. His plow needs a cutting edge, but the new plow does not.
Okay.
He thinks that he can piece together chains, but if they need chains, they need chains. Doesn't matter. So he can go ahead and order those. But for the most part, I think they have enough equipment and everything to get them through. Central Penn Oil, they might have to do a 55-gallon drum like they normal until they can do their own oil changes like they normally do. The welding, $38 for, do we need welding supplies still? Yes? Okay.
To Lee's welding?
Yes.
Is it a lease or?
Yes.
Yeah, we need that to get the oxygen and saline tanks.
Yeah.
And it's just the oxygen tank.
Oh,
There's,
They don't have a saline?
he must have it.
he's just the $38.
That's what he need. That's probably what he needs now.
Yeah.
Probably settling's got enough.
Well, that or it's, the lease doesn't come up at the same
Yeah,
time.
Maybe not.
They might have got the lease at a different time, because it's
No,
yearly.
it's just only been $38 a year since the new building.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's just for the oxygen tank.
It's a good deal on
And I always thought you had to mix them.
Well, I hope they too.
But, and the only other big other thing that came through is the September and October bill for, Doug's landscaping. And it's like 500 some bucks. 'Cause we were caught up and then the rest of everything else was caught up. And I think that's the only thing Brett said, that they checked the roads and they did, I got a call about Graham Road cross pipes. He said that they were checking the pipes, but, he was going to check them again. So.
Okay, is that all for road foreman?
I believe so.
Old business?
Budget. So if we go out of the grandmother plan for insurance that we are in and go to the Affordable Care Act, which is a PPO plan, you have the rates and everything that I gave you before. It's the age tier rates based on the rates, or the ages. And the way that Beth explained it to me, that previous year, the reason why it went up so high, that we were using more than we were paying in. Not using, age-based should not be so high. Same coverage, so she tells me.
I hope so.
Instead of outrageous number,
That's hard to believe, really. That's that low.
sickening number,
To
still
go from that to that,
bad number.
yeah, well, it's better than that.
But what the 1-2-person plan was covers all of
I know.
the premium.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Yes.
As long as it's not any less insurance, then I don't have a problem with it.
Well, it's the 0 deductible platinum PPO plan, and I gave you the summaries on both of them of what we were currently receiving. And actually, the care plan that we are going to actually has a little bit more, considering that it has vision. The one that we have now does not. So we can take away up to the $250 that we would give to the guys for vision, believe it or not. And there's no health spending involved either. So, but once we go out of the grandmother plan that we were in, we can never go back into it. Unless they do away with the American Care Act. Then we have to shop around in insurance again. I don't think that that can go away overnight. So the first thing is, do we change insurance plans?
You gonna vote for that, do we?
We need to vote for that, yes.
Okay. I'll make the motion to change the plans.
Okay.
As you quoted.
I'll second it.
I vote yes. For that.
And then I agree to. And then is there anything on the budget that needs to be tweaked,
I don't see
adjusted?
it.
Was Brett up for a raise, or what was the deal story there? I never really discussed it.
Well, I mean, 3% is what? I mean, you think
You told me what it was, I don't remember.
I mean, I based the numbers on what Bob and Kayla were getting, and that was 27, 25. 27 and then 25.
Well, Cam's nothing until 3 months anyways, right?
Right. So, and it's 25 and 23 right now. So, I mean, we can, 25 to 25, 27, 26, 24.
I think they're doing a really good job. Brett's really
They,
took a
Yeah.
hold.
So
No.
we can think about it and set it at reorganization, or
Yeah, let's do that. I think Brett ought to be where Bob was.
I don't think he should jump up to 27 right now. No,
You don't think so?
no.
26.
Yeah.
He's only been here for a year and 2 months. He shouldn't be getting what Bob was for 30 years.
Yeah.
Well, times have changed too. Costs more to live.
Yeah, but
I'd be happy with 26.
I mean, you don't get a $2 an hour raise just like that either. I mean, we have $24,000 in our general fund and 12,000 out of that going out the end of the month for insurance. So, and taxes don't come due until March.
I'll make a motion to approve the budget.
I'll second.
When was the last time we raised taxes? Couple, 3 years?
Right when we moved into the garage, I think.
I'm telling you, I know nobody likes to pay taxes, but if we don't keep up with it, we're gonna be in trouble if that impact money goes away.
Well, since we just approved the budget, we can't do more than 10% without re-advertising. So,
What was it, $500,000 we raised it?
Last time. Commissioners down there, they're bragging they haven't raised taxes for how many years? Well, it'll bite them in the ass someday.
Well, they're using all the impact.
Yeah. Well, what's gonna happen when that's gone?
I don't know, it's gonna go and I suppose to keep going.
No, I hope so, for everybody's sake.
I mean, since we're not spending so much money on insurance, then we can move some stuff around. So, I mean, it's not, but I'm sorry?
Wait till next year to look at a tax.
Right, I would wait.
Well, half a mil used to bring in, what, 17,000?
That's what we figured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
still about. And Taylor Road, the compression station is expanding again. And then RES, they're doing whatever, so once that gets completed, their tax base or whatever they're gonna be paying taxes on that's gonna bring in a little bit more.
Yeah,
Where's that? RES.
that's
The
down at
RES water,
Deep Ruins.
Oh, that was, yeah.
so, and people are building houses, putting outbuildings on, so a little bit
Wait till
more.
next year.
You know, Ralph Griffin's building a new house, I don't think it's done yet.
But, I mean, so, according to Katie at PSATs, have the, sample ordinance for the Act 94, but that we can determine what the new compensation for supervisor is gonna be, but it doesn't start until the new term. So whoever gets elected for 2026, that's when the compensation starts.
Yeah.
So we can think about and put the new compensation in sometime next year, so starts with the
I think
compensation.
I need to run next year,
Your turn next.
I think.
I think it is for you to start 2026.
But he wouldn't get the pay raise until 26.
Or 27.
26.
So you would be on the ballot for, or whoever would
Yeah,
be on
about next year and then it starts in 26.
26. So if we did the ordinance next year, then it would start with your compensation in 26.
But that's for everybody, right?
Nope,
Just you.
just you, and then whoever is elected,
And she'd have to get hers when she's reelected again.
28.
Well, I'm not too.
Time I come in, I'll be done.
I'm happy with my health insurance, to tell you the truth, it's a big help.
That's why I haven't asked for a raise hourly for the secretary part.
It's just, realize it's a lot.
So,
Junkyard ordinance, so.
yes, so to keep on track. Came up that little worksheet for us to sign off on. Date of the inspection, what quarter it is, what we found. Sign off on with Tom, whoever did the inspection. And then the findings had to be corrected by the next inspection, which is 90 days from the date or within the next quarter.
Who come up with that?
I did. Because, I mean, nothing else was working, so here's the paper trail.
So do you really think that's gonna work?
Well, it's gonna be a paper
Well,
trail.
here's his paperwork too. He said that they went back through and got all their bills and, or there was 1 year that they missed.
Okay.
And when he sent you $1,000, that should have covered that year.
Okay.
My theory is at least he's trying to do something. It may not be exactly the way it's supposed to be,
Well,
but there's a lot of other places around that aren't even doing anything.
What we could do is.
well, then let's look at what isn't being done. But he signed it up for this.
Okay, so
we
what if
were
he-
not were not doing what we were supposed to by him, because we weren't doing anything either. So if he has a fenced in area, things are outside the fence, then he either needs to put it in the fence or get it away from the fence.
What are you gonna do with the people that don't have a fence?
Well,
They don't wanna do anything to clean up.
he signed up for this.
Okay, so what if he just doesn't pay his fee?
Then everything
Then
needs
he's
to
no
go
different-
away.
No, then he's no different than anybody else.
Then what did he do before he signed up for the permit? What
Nothing.
did he do with the stuff that
He didn't have he just started doing that when
He started doing that when,
Then what did he do before he got the permit? Everything was
same
around.
as everybody else, nothing.
It was around the shop mostly then. Then he started getting more.
I just talked to him today. He said you would talk to him.
We could do what the borough did, hire code enforcement.
You know? And that way it would be fair for everybody.
We could get hired. So maybe she'd do it for us too. She'd do it in the borough in some other place. Same.
I don't know what they charge, but
Sherry, they used her for code enforcement yet?
They just started
Yeah,
to,
but-
They
yeah.
started?
yeah. And she just had, what did you say, Sarah? 7-month-old child, so her
Yeah.
availability is gonna be limited, but yeah. She's gonna do codes and,
Zoning.
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 she's probably not gonna
She's
have time to do us. Because I'm telling you, there's junk all over the township. I'll admit, I got stuff out back.
Another option, I'll just throw this out there. Do you have ordinances on this junk
Yeah.
and stuff?
Which inspection by us,
Yeah.
it was supposed to happen.
Yep. So you can, just throwing this out there because I don't know what the borough's doing yet. I've got an application in at the borough police department. You contract police services. We can go out and file those ordinance citations left and right. And it ain't gonna cost you anything. Whatever the contract is, hourly or monthly,
Well-
however they wanna do it.
We fined Mrs. Parks, remember? Fined her what was it, $300?
I don't know, she paid $25 a month though.
Yeah, never cleaned up a thing.
Never cleaned anything up.
According to Caldwell, when he was here, the next step is to put a lien on the property.
Mhm.
And then, if they up and leave, guess who's gotta pay to clean it up?
Yep,
We do.
yep, you end up with the property, but you also gotta clean it, yeah.
And then the township's gotta pay for it.
Well, then the $200 that he has for the permit fee doesn't cover that. So then that has to be looked at. Or having the fines, the liens, or whatever needs to be looked at. I'm not saying that the ordinance is perfect or what we have in place is perfect, that we should look at it. Something else should have to be in place. But if he has a fenced in area and things are outside the fence, if it's next to the fence, then why is it in the fence? If it doesn't fit
It's
in the
full.
fence,
It's full.
then if he wants to expand, then he should expand the fence line.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's,
think it was-
that's no different than what the guys over at East Smithfield are doing. They're either piling it up, so it's getting above, they're raising their fence up, or they're raising it out. The only thing that you can see when you drive by there is the cars he has for sale out front at the old school.
So if it doesn't fit inside the fence, but he's putting it up near the fence, then he should either be getting rid of it, because what was he doing with it before he had the fenced in area? Because he had to be doing something with it, because you can't be telling me before he put that fence in that he wasn't doing something with it.
Well, he didn't have it, but he just started buying these
Yeah.
junks.
And he gets stuck with, he told me that he gets stuck with these cars because he goes, they don't pay the tow bill, so he just ends up with a car because they're usually not worth anything. Well, if people don't have any insurance, he has to keep the car, he keeps the car for the tow bill.
And used for used parts.
I'll go talk to him again tomorrow.
So, I mean, there's got to be something that he can be doing besides putting him next to the fence or keeping them for something.
I don't know. I have an issue with it.
He told me the price of junk was down. He tried to get rid of some of it.
And he did tell me today that it's going up a little, but it's not up like it was.
I mean, yes, it's a cost of doing business, but he signed up, I mean, this is what he signed up for. We did not do our part, but, I mean.
So we're not doing our part for anybody, really. And until we can do it for everybody, we can't pick on one person. I don't see.
But it was fine for us to send letters for Preston's and not have anything done.
Did they clean up? What happened? Did they clean up? No.
But how many thousands of dollars did we pay?
You didn't pay thousands of dollars for Caldwell to send a letter.
It was $500
For him to send them a letter.
between him and Parks and going to the magistrate. Yeah,
We didn't go to the magistrate for Preston.
for Parks. And all the time for Grover Milk Plant. Because that is
And
what you wanted to do.
Yeah, and did anything happen? No. Nothing. It was a waste of money. At least this guy's willing to pay.
He's only going to be paying $200 per year. He sent a check for $400, so that's for 2024 and 2025, and that is what is on the check stub. That is what we're doing for this year.
Right, so he's caught up.
He is caught up.
Right, that's what he said. They should be caught up.
Go ahead and do something, I think. He told me he didn't want to build, or make it any bigger where it was because it's getting under the power line, but I have to see if he got any more room up there.
I'll go talk to him tomorrow then. He was just up to my place today and brought all that paperwork up.
Then we have to decide we're gonna do the rest.
What's that?
Have to decide we're gonna do the rest of them.
Yeah.
There's the bones.
Well, look, Gary, the first one we tried to get cleaned up when I started was in the bone.
Yeah.
I think they loaded it all in the truck and hauled it out of there, and once we inspected it, they brought it all back and dumped it out.
Something needs to be done with Pizzaris and Richters though, because they've got all those cars next to the creek.
Yeah, I had an anonymous letter. I threw it away because nobody
Really?
signed it.
That's his collection. That's Rudy's collection.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's gonna do with them all.
They do haul stuff out of there though. They have a big dumpster there.
I see they got one there.
The Maze is cleaned up.
Who?
John Maze.
Yeah. I don't think his boy had a choice. Then I think about that coming down. At least the kid is doing something. He wasn't sitting on the couch. He hauled a lot of shit out of there. You go by there and they have that trailer loaded right up and straps around it and everything else. Well,
My opinion is he permitted, he has an ordinance to follow. Here is paperwork trying to follow, at least on our part, and at least should start trying to follow at least our own ordinance.
I will talk to him tomorrow.
And, I mean, it's following the permit.
Well, yeah, and you know as well as I do that he's not following it, but nobody else is either. Nobody else is doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Cause we really hadn't approached them either though, really.
No,
You know, we should tell them either clean up or build a fence.
well, didn't we tell that to Preston down there? Well, no, they sent him a copy of the ordinance, but they didn't do anything. I don't know if it's quite as bad down there as it was.
Well, maybe not out front, but I know it's around back.
Oh, God. Shelley Castle said it makes his place look really nice.
I mean, there's a lot of ordinances that need to be looked at.
Such as, what other ones you gotta check out?
Well, I know I've had several phone calls from different places about the free range, people in the trailer court with the free range chickens. With them coming up on their decks, and then the menagerie that's up above around the corner.
Yeah. Scotty Palmer called me, and I happened to be mowing up there. I never seen so many animals in my entire life.
Where?
Different animals, going up 154 after you go around the sharp curve.
That,
On the right. They're well taken care of. They're all fed. They look good. The
But it's-
manure's piled up, but
kind of crowded spots.
Oh, right there, right, where the old Baptist church used to be.
yeah, I guess. Yeah,
And
but they're taken care
Baptist
of.
camp.
And it's their property.
Sometimes they do get loose. And then somebody did ask me today on a phone call, like, even though they have a 35 acre place that they want to purchase, do they have a number of large animals that they can keep on them? Like, I've never had that question before.
Well, there is, I know, I don't think private, but if you're gonna build, like when McClellan built the pig barn, there had to be so many acres of ground in their plan to spread the manure on in order for them to get approved.
So that's commercial, but what about?
I don't think there's anything private. We didn't have to when we built the barn. It didn't matter to us how many animals we had. We had to have a manure management plan because we had a manure pit, but other than that, you don't have to have none of that stuff.
Hmm.
Well, with a lot of people raising chickens,
You know, I don't know.
is that something that we really want to get into?
No. We don't even want to get into the junk. I don't even want to get into that, so.
Okay.
People should be nice to their neighbors, but
Don't always happen.
exactly.
We've been fortunate where we live. We've had nice neighbors.
Move on to the next business. We can't do anything with a concrete pad?
Yeah, he called me. He came down, I met him down here. He came down and measured and he called me and he said a 24 by 24 pad would be $4,500. He could have done it the next day, but we needed to run it through the meeting. So it's probably gonna be spring now before, and hopefully, I don't know, we may have to ask him if the price is good until then, or if we gotta relook at it. That's with these guys taking the old pad out, getting the gravel, and getting it for him to level it up.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Preparing the site.
Yeah.
And then when you mentioned that, Dennis came to look at my laundry room, and then I said something to him
Fix this door?
about the door, and he said that possibly with the new pad under that it would level it out and then fix it, but then in the meantime he would come down and look at it to see if he could fix it, because I swore when I was down here doing the permit earlier that it was blocked because I yanked on it, but then it easily opened, so I don't know if it dropped and it opened, so I will at least get the door looked at and fixed.
How much are those keyless entry things that you put on?
I don't know. Caleb Jackson got it, picked it up, and set it up, installed it, and
Same type of door as,
Same door, same kind, it's not, doesn't have the crash bar. That they got crash bars too, don't they? It goes in place where the key lock is.
okay.
It goes in there.
Commercial key lock, well, that's electronic deadbolt, Wi-Fi, $289.
How much?
Oh, fancy one's $289.
$289.
But a regular one, $150.
I don't wanna get the wrong one.
Well, you'd
I
have
guess we
to,
can always take it
I'd
back.
have to know how to tell.
And that's the commercial one. Sledge.
I guess if I do decide to go over, I'll come down and take a picture of the door, take it with me.
Quick set.
We only want one, right? We don't need one for the other end, do we?
Not right now, if we do think of it later.
Right.
And what we use for the combination down there, so we told it, made an announcement church Sunday, what we did. Our last digits of the phone number is 8262, so here's 8740. Just use that for the combination.
Now that you told the world.
Yeah. Not many in the world.
Well,
Or we could just.
I remember when I was a kid, they didn't lock the churches.
No, we
They
didn't.
didn't lock them. Pretty sad, isn't it? I never locked the doors at the farmhouse at night. I leave the inside door open, the screen door and everything, go upstairs and go to sleep. When I moved up there, nope. I feel like my mother. I lock them. It's not my home. I mean, it wasn't where I was raised and it wasn't right. So now everything's locked.
Okay, American Care Act money.
Need to come up with something.
What can we use it for?
Well, infrastructure wise, we had sewer, water plant, something like that, but not for the garage or equipment.
We couldn't use this pad, could we?
I'll have to do some research on that, but we could earmark it for, we had to earmark it for something right now. We don't have to earmark it.
Do we have to use all of it, or?
No, well, I mean, eventually we'll have to use all of it.
Because that would be considered a handicap pad out here, I would say, wouldn't you?
Right, but not for anything municipal structure wise.
Okay.
And I mean, I'll have to do a little bit more research on it for that. Because do for the equipment and for the garage, because that's handicap accessible. Broadband for upgrading, that kind of stuff. I can earmark it for that for right now. For building structures, anything for HUD or something like that. We'd have to apply for those types of funds first. But I will contact PSTATS to see if we can get some monies at least towards the garage.
That'd be nice.
Because
You can get enough to make 1 year's payment. Yeah, because we may have to put a couple heaters in. Who knows what that's gonna cost?
didn't we designate that? We haven't designated an emergency shelter, have we? For emergency disaster?
No. I know of.
Because if we do that, then but then we would have to go a step further and do a whole bunch more. We're gonna do that. So to not make it go back, just I'm gonna earmark it for broadband
Okay.
for right now and do a little bit more research.
So what's this here for Bradford County Conservation for Calvin Bristol?
He just renewed his permit for
Oh, for this, okay.
Gravel thing.
the Newell Road.
You don't even have a machinery over there anymore,
Yeah, I don't
What are you gonna do with it? Nobody's got somebody to come in, haul something out for their own machinery. So they're gonna do some more electrical work on Penlight?
Cleaning up the right of ways.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Citizens of Northern did something with their deposit, but we only have the CD still in there. Just terms and conditions for Citizens of Northern.
Got everything?
That's it. That's all I got.
Hard to believe another year coming by
You
already.
got your bond, treasure bond yet?
That's still with Gannon's.
Okay.
Date for 2025. Advertising, I mean, I know we did a lot of advertising for the Volvo and employment and things like that. But for meeting dates, just to think about, still do Tuesday after Labor Day.
Yeah.
Try to find out the primary. You want to do Monday or Thursday when they have the voting machines in here for the primary and for November election. Whoops.
We did Thursday this time.
We'll have to go Thursday, I guess, because they're still in here on Wednesday.
Yeah, but the election's over.
Well,
That would,
Or do you want to just do the next Monday?
go with next Monday.
yeah, that's fine with me.
So it'll be the second Monday
Yeah.
for the
Those two-
primary,
those two times,
election. And then, in October, planning on going on vacation, and not coming back until that Sunday, so, having the meeting that second Monday instead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cause I wouldn't be flying in until late Sunday, so I would probably be taking that Monday off. So I wouldn't have time to post the agenda, so I won't be here.
What date's that?
We gotta get, I don't know if they brought a new calendar or not. We could put it up anytime, I guess.
I think we're going the 1st through the 5th, so it would be October 6th.
October?
Yeah, so I wouldn't be coming home until late the 5th, so,
So we meet the 13th, is that Monday? That's Columbus Day, right?
yes.
I don't care, as long as I know.
I mean, the dates would be listed.
That's all right. Just those 2 second Mondays?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, those 3 for the
Three.
primary
Oh, okay,
election
yeah,
in
3.
that October.
Okay.
With a bunch of us going, those are the dates that was thrown out and all of us can go. So, that's all I got.
Okay.
Good?
Yep. Meeting adjourned.
Fire meeting is Tuesday.
Okay. Organization meeting 6th at 8.
Week tomorrow. Mark.
Yeah.
You said reorganization meeting on the 6th at 8 p.m.?
Yeah.
All reorganization meetings the first Monday of the month of January.
Unless it's the first day of January, right?